Hot food. Let's focus primarily on Witch Hunt. I did EE1 in PF. It was really not that bad. Witch Hunt was by and far substantially worse. So let's just practice doing Witch Hunt. The Hector strat. The one that I linked the raid plan for.
It's the one that we're doing. Everybody does the same thing every time, or
yeah. The one everyone does the same thing with no rotations. I figured that is, even if it has more precise movement, it is individually.
Yeah, the repeatability is far more important
than
anything.
Not the raid plan.
No,
we're doing the raid plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll start with that primarily. Yeah. Because you then just look at narrowing or widening, and you determine everything, and everything else is, assuming you do it right, just fine.
Yeah. Narrowing and looking at the first symbol, and that's all you need to know.
Yeah. I'll put this here. In that the healers are southwest and southeast, the melees are east and west. Yeah. So these will be your clock spots. Just putting this raid plan so it's easier for us to reference. For the mechanic before it, because obviously you can't frog Witch Hunt if you don't get to it. What we came up with was actually pretty good. It was just range to the north, healers to the south, melees in the middle. It was just it was roll based, right? The damage was roll based initially, and so the other roll takes the near or far, which is not that bad. So that one we just need to practice. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna put out ready check.
When we take the second one, because I can't remember what else is going on during that. Is it? Are we able to just? We have to dodge the second set of lasers.
There is no second set of lasers, but the roll that got hit first has markers on them. So you have to dodge them. So if you spread appropriately, right? So like let's say it's the far marker. So one roll is baiting far and one roll is close. You should naturally dodge the AoEs on top of people. But there shouldn't be any lasers.
The ground marks, right?
Yeah, the ground markers, yes. So there's no lasers on the sides of the arena, but there are the ground markers. You're either on the edge of the arena or in the middle. One of the two.
They'll be upset because he has money.
The sad thing is that I don't have it.
Because he doesn't have in-game currency.
You save like $6, bro.
Okay, and so we are just getting into the safe zone basically, and then the group that needs to get hit is going to the appropriate spot, and then the group that needs to not get hit is going to the opposite spot. Yeah.
Yep. Very much.
Okay. So basically,
we should probably do. Let's just line up north to south real quick, just so everyone remembers their spots. Yeah, so we'll do. Sure, this works. You do your far north. That's not north. Almost there. There you go. Yeah, so this is just the lineup, right? So just remember this position. And so, like, let's say it's DPS bait far, right? For the second hit, me and Miku would swap, for example. If it's like supports bait close, me and Miku would also swap. So just pay attention to what you have. Two positions, right? You're either out on the edge or in the middle.
Yeah, basically the supports swap with their DPS.
Yeah, so just pay attention to who needs to bait what, and that'll be the most important thing to remember for that mechanic. All right, gonna put markers back and put out a ready check. Get food. My expectation is that we're just going to spend all of today wiping on Witch Hunt regularly, which is fine. I set the study up to EE before I actually did it, and then I looked at it and I was like, oh, never mind. So just focus mostly on Witch Hunt.
Sounds easy.
Yeah, so as long as we do Witch Hunt consistently, everything else should be easy up until the transition. So focus on Witch Hunt today. That's pretty much the only rule. Yeah, so.
All right, ready?
Whatever.
Here we go.
This is nothing
personal,
but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
Tis great means. Ha! A wickedly divine.
Capital all the
To
squares.
the bottom.
Oh, actually, immediately DC. Awesome.
And they're done. Is it over already?
Starting well.
Line up. Outs. DPS, oh god, this will be weird.
Supports far.
Far, supports far.
DPS in.
1 DPS.
Oh my! The challenger went down hard.
So this will be narrowing. So you would start with your in position and then your out position. Out. We can do the first two, right? And then immediately die because no one else was alive. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know if Kryn was just, it was a lost cause or didn't know to go in further. Well, more than anything, basically range should go into melee range.
For the second or first one?
For
Okay,
when we're
arrow.
doing, if it's DPS in,
Yeah. For not witch hunt. That's
yeah. Electrified witch hunt.
My FC buffs.
Why do you act as if they matter? Because I'm the one that makes all of your food for you anyways.
Can you make me more pots?
Do you need more pots?
Yeah.
Well, we're polling soon anyways. Even though Crane's ready.
Oh, my star's gonna pull in 7.
Oh, Crane's already.
4.
This is
3.
nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Probably sprint, huh?
Return to the ring.
No.
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
Tis great means. Ha! A wickedly divine.
North tiles.
You can start going to your spread positions. In the middle.
Stay in.
Pass the purple line.
Oh my!
DPS
The
in.
challenger went down hard.
Got Victor. Oh god, you're so fucking far. This is narrowing.
They're still in it, but for how long? And they're done. Is it
Take
over
this.
already?
This wallet.
She'll kill me soon enough.
True.
Oh dear, the challenger has fallen out of the ring.
Did Crin die to Badger's drop? Didn't see. Okay. Okay.
Right, and everybody knows that the lasers basically go north or south of the square, right? Like,
Yeah, so if you split the arena in half. You died right before the second set of bait, did you? Someone else did. Maybe it was Minku and Patrick. Well, let's just keep pulling. I'm sure we'll figure it out soon enough.
what is this? Sorry, what?
No, she was referring to something I was saying, but I think I made a mistake.
Cool. All right, here we go.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
Oh. Fucking God.
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
These great wings! Ha! Are wickedly divine!
Go south.
Lost DPs. Red position. In.
Watch the lasers. You need to go north.
And they're down!
Supports are
We are
far.
both dead. Cool. You gotta go.
Oh my! The Challenger went down hard!
Narrowing. Put it in first.
Two in. Eco, we can stack for the first lasers that go across. But when we get to the second, like when she goes to the middle and we've got all the lines on the ground, you have to be north, like far north. And then when I'm talking about in for tanks and supports, or DPS in or supports in, we basically switch squares. So basically when we get to that second phase, you have the whole north square at the opposite side. These are your two squares. And then I am on these two squares. And then we will swap if you need to go in. And then you need to look for the lasers to the sides to figure out where on the squares to be.
The lasers always spawn east. The first set spawn west. The second set spawn east.
But for the first thing, when she's all the way north, we can be stacked. But then after that, you take the far north square, and then I will take the second north square. And then we swap as needed for the second hit. Alright, here we go. Go.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
These great wings! Ha! Are wickedly
Half north.
Start moving to your spread squares. This is in.
South.
DPS or supports will be baiting.
Sports out.
Supports are
DPS
far.
in.
Supports are far. Supports are far. Good. Everyone in the middle. Widening for your positions.
Oh, this takes so long.
Yeah. Out.
And they're down! Is it over
In.
already?
I fucked that up somewhere. Let's wall it. Yeah. I actually did this on Red Mage. I've been on it. Was you get a melee combo up there, it's real fucked. So
Those supports are baiting first, right?
Sports bait first, yes.
yeah. So you and I were in the right spot. I think I ran too close for the second set because I dodged a hit. Or I wasn't in far enough. Yeah.
Everybody has opened the raid plan, right? Because that tells everyone where to stand. There is a note that says, look for this marker on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Does that work?
You have
Yeah,
it.
the green lane, something.
This corner. So like on like pretend the boss is right here, right? I think you and I would basically be like here.
Like the letters are basically where
Yeah, like
ranged are going.
almost
That's
on
for the
edge
first
of
in. That's for the
the-
first in. Yeah. So this would be us for first in. I guess I can't run off the edge. And this would be, see, us for second in is like
Your
here.
second in is going to be here as a range, and your
Here,
first in is
yeah.
going to be basically in the middle of the letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you and me will always be when it's in. It's always gonna be here for the first two jumps.
Yeah. And then for the second two, it's here.
Yeah. And for the out, it's just be really out.
Yeah. So out is like extra out, right? Like past this corner where I'll kill myself, like where Badger's standing, and then the other out is just on the other side of it, right? So you can use these little circles on the corners. All right. Try
All right. Here we go.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
His great wings! Ha! A wicked
Back half.
divine!
Spread positions. Outs. Past the lines. Front half. DPS are baiting. DPS are far. I'll get
And they're
there.
done! Is it over already?
This is narrowing. This is narrowing.
They're still in it! But for how long?
Move. Move.
Oh my! The challenger went down hard.
Move. Yeah, wasn't far enough. You can wall it. Oh. Real quick, proposition
Back on
on.
their feet! What cream?
I think it's max melee, but proposition is just if we don't clear witch hunt with 8 people, we could just wall it. Or, sorry, 6 people or more, I suppose. That was better. It's
No.
not always tanks, healers, melee range. It's supports than DPS. Because it could be like narrowing plus far bait, which would hit the healers, I think.
Kryn, have you looked at the slides?
Got too close. I guess I should have been a little bit more. No, yeah, it's supports then DPS is the only rule you can follow. It isn't role specific because the who gets hit first depends on what the marker is on the boss, but the way we're doing the mechanic, we can ignore that.
Yeah, effectively, you don't even need to worry about who goes first. You just know that for the first 2, I stand in these 2 spots. For the second 2, I stand in my other spots. And it's literally, it's support stand in the close, the close and far spots for the first 2, and then DPS stand in the close and far spots for the first 2. So range are going to be baiting the fars.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just learn where you need to stand and you go and do it.
Alright. Just keep doing it.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
His great wings! Ha! Are wickedly divine!
Spread positions. Out. Back half.
Oh, my bad.
DPS will be baiting. DPS far.
Alright, you can go north. Just north, just north, just north. That's my bad for clipping you.
Went down.
Widening.
So we start out. Tanks start on the melee range. Melees start out a little further.
They're back on their feet!
Go. Then tanks in.
Out. In.
And they're down! Is it over already?
I got mine taken.
Alright.
Hardcast and Patcher.
I thought we were wiping if we didn't
Oh,
have 8.
yeah, you're right. Sorry. You're right. Okay.
Oh, we had 6.
Oh dear!
No, it's fine. Let's just do 8. Let's just get this mechanic right every single time, and then worry
Like,
about the
I
rest.
don't want to have to drag someone through every single time. It's the first
Yeah.
mechanic.
Yeah. Get it right every time. Alright. Alright.
Yeah, like, it's not... It is a turn-off brain strat.
Yeah. Alright. Let's go again.
3, 2... Whoop. Yeah, 3,
This is
2,
nothing
1.
personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
Thanks for the damage reduction, Minku.
Giving me through high mode.
It's because you typed something, I was like, oh, is somebody asking a
One
question?
needs simply make them.
His great wings! Ha!
Played yourself.
Wickedly divine!
Right positions. Out.
Out.
Past the purple line. Past the purple line. Front halves. Supports are baiting. Supports
Ports
are
out.
far.
Oh
Okay.
my! The challenger went down.
Widening.
They're still in it! But for how long?
Move in. Out. In.
And they're down! Is it over already?
Did you get clipped?
I think I might have gotten moved, yeah. Yeah, I
Oh
wanted to
dear!
go, so I should have backed up a little more.
Enough to ring.
Let's say, Minku, or Ika, did you get, was it the lightning that killed you?
How did Kryn die? Messed up the end. Okay, that's fine.
Alright. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
His great wings! Ha! Are
Back
wickedly
up.
divine!
In.
Cast. Supports are baiting. Close. Supports
In.
are close. Supports are close. Widening.
Start out.
You're in the wrong spot, Kryn. Nope. In. Out. In.
Oh my! The challenger went down hard.
Is on the diamond drive.
Alright, so what happened to you and Kryn?
Is it over?
Well, Kryn didn't. Well, Kryn was standing too far out for the first out. It hit the tank, so it didn't like kill anybody initially. But if it hit the healers, she would have gotten hit with one healer. The ranged DPS are in this little corner for your first outs. So if it's out first, you're in this little corner on your side. You're not on the outer side. The healers are on the outer corner. I think I went in too far for the second set, which is how I died. I don't have a melee combo to tell me where max melee is now, so. Yeah. Well, my problem is that I'm on a corner, so I'm trying to use the floors on the markers on the floor.
As I say, your
Phlegma is, wait, what's the range on one of your hits? Victor.
for what?
What's the range on like any of your skills?
It is 3 alms.
My Phlegma is double that, so I can't use that as reference. So I just need to get it right.
What are you trying to find? Your safe spot for the
Max melee for second in, because it says supports everyone max melee. I think it's around here, but I'm not super sure on the corners.
for the second in? It sounds like you're at the corner of the box.
This little corner right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll use that. We'll see how that goes. I'm a little worried I might get hit by Miku's there, but we'll see.
That's just the way that the lineup is here. Like that's
Yeah.
what makes sense.
Sure. I agree with that. All right.
And then if you get clipped, you just know to back out a little bit.
Yep.
And there's no reason that the melee on the box there can't go in a little further. Like if
That is true
the
on second in.
AoE is that big, they can go in a little further. That'll make it so that it doesn't. It gives you more room.
Yeah, they just have to make sure they don't clip each other, which is straightforward, I think. All right.
All right.
Is there anything different for spread before witch hunts? So the spreads. So the first set of spreads are always the same. They're always on your square. You have to pay attention to the east where the lasers are from. So, for example, extra is like here. The lasers from the east will cleave half of this square. So you're either on the front half or the back half. After that first hit, the roll that wasn't hit needs to bait the second hit. And the second hit is determined by what's the marker on the boss. So sometimes it'll be far, and sometimes it'll be close. That one is just look at the boss and see, like, is it the little spread triangle square things or the close ones? It's like purple, I think.
The biggest thing to pay attention to is if you get hit, like knowing whether you need to take a hit.
Yes. Supports and DPS will swap
Not
pretty
If
much.
needed.
Yeah, one pair will swap at some point, or every mechanic. Yeah.
But if we say like DPS in, that's when you and I swap. If it's DPS out, you just chill.
Yeah, you do the same touch. And the second hit doesn't come with lasers, so you have the whole square to work with most of the time. Yeah, well, on the long side. Yeah, so, yeah, that is right. So you would bait like on this side, well, relative to your corner, right? It's out towards the edge. It's out. And then if you swap with Victor, you would be here. If it's out. Alright. Go again.
3, 2, 1.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Which Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
His great wings! Ha!
Front half.
Wickedly divine!
Start moving to your spread positions. Just in, north. Supports are baiting.
Oh my!
Ports out.
Challenger went down hard.
You could go south. You could go south. Narrowing.
This is narrowing.
But for how long?
We're starting inside. Ika, you're gonna want to be. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
Oops. Oh, that's too far. In. Out.
And they're done! Is it over already?
Wallet. Bryn took mine, which means either I wasn't close enough because I was in
Oh
first,
dear,
right?
the
But
Challenger has fallen out of the ring!
in first, far baits first, so I wasn't far out enough. Okay. Got it. Yeah. Okay. And actually, you're standing like here, right? For out? Or for in?
Well, for in me baiting?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah. For the first two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's inside the marker on the edge, right?
On the edge. Like this. Oh, on this. Oh, right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay, that's on me then.
Okay, and then so. Yeah, and so if you're ranged, you should be like right here. For the DPS should be right here for the first in, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so that way you don't
Yeah,
take
in
the
front
killers,
of-
and that way
yeah.
you dodge that way you dodge the tank hits. too.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first two. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on me.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
His great wings! Ha! A wicked
North.
divine!
In. South.
Cap.
Supports
Baiting.
are no DPS are baiting.
Or DPS
are
are
baiting.
right.
And they're
No
down!
worries.
Is it over already?
Narrowing
Narrowing.
in first.
Here.
Kryn, get it outside of the letter.
They're back on their
No.
feet!
Yes. There you go.
Great.
Up. A little too close, Ika.
In.
Oh my! The Challenger
Ouch.
went down hard!
Well. Push the bear back. Taking a flash. Okay. I do like actually using markers for this. Yeah. So for DPS, you guys alternate between this position in front of your marker and this corner right here, the inner corner, right? This little corner right here. So if it's widening first, you're standing here. If it's narrowing first, you're standing here. And then you alternate between this point right here for second, and then this point right here for out. Yeah. So you have 2 dots to work with. The way I think about it personally, for DPS, for range DPS is the first mechanic, no matter which one it is, you're always resolving in this inner square, right? You're always like in the square, and then for the second one, when it's out, you're on the outer square.
Now that we've seen it
But
a few
that's what I
times, do you
think.
want to go over like some replays for that one?
Yeah, well, I mean, well, I can be right back. Sure. I should have streamed my POV yesterday. Oops. Do you have replays, Badger, by any chance?
Of what?
Oh, there we go.
Alright. Let's go back to the start of the cast.
Zuxer's dead, but we're raising him.
Narrowing
Yeah, right
which
here.
one? The pink diamonds. So it's going to be in and near baits first. So that'd be tanks.
So I'm, yeah. Since, like, oh my god, this cast bar is so fucking long. Yeah. So if you, yeah, so Ika, you're a little too close to that diamond. I can see you like behind the wing. You want to be a little further back because the tanks will get hit there. So you want to hug your marker. So you were like here. You want to be a little bit further back, like this way. You also
you
know
basically just want to be on either side of the marker, right? So like for your in, like when you're not baiting, you want to be on like on the outside of the marker's range, basically. And then when you are baiting, you're just inside the marker, right?
Yeah. So you're using the edge of the marker as reference. Here and here. So this one, I'm looking at the POV, like your foot's on this marker, which means you're a little too close. I got clipped by Minku by doing this too. So, yeah. Here and here are your two in baits. And then here and here are your two out baits.
Blades at half speed. Tanks are hit. Yeah. And out. And here's... What killed Extra?
Earlier?
It's 4 spots, but it's not so much a juggle as it is a rotation. You will always... So your rotation will either, depending on whether it's widening or narrowing, if it's narrow, you'll start in this N1, right? So you'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's widening, you'll do what? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. So it's
Like it
4
is,
spots.
it is
but
a static rotation for each of them. It just depends on which one it starts with.
Yeah. Yeah, so widening is 1. Widening is this. Yeah, widening is this.
Correct.
PS. Yeah, widening is this, then no, this. You're not baiting, right? Is that right? No, it's this. Yeah, so it's this, 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 this. Yeah, okay. Or DPS. For me, it's this, 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 oop, this, and this. We're to move so you don't get kicked out of instance. Mm. Yeah, the way I think about it is in pairs. So like, make sure I say this right, so I'll fuck you up. The way I think about it is in pairs. So for healers, this is one. So this spot. So you stand right here, for me, and then this right here is a pair of movements. So stand right here for me real quick, like on the dot, and then stay there. This is a pair of movements for us, right? So this is your second set of movements, is my first set of, right? Let me check this. Yeah. Cool. This is one set of movements, and then if you move into the other dot real quick, this is a second set of movements. So for you, you'll always start in one of these two spots, either where you're standing or where I'm standing. And then for the second set of movements, if you go back a little bit, these two movements are further back than the first two, right? And then you'll always be in these two. That's like how I think about the mechanic from like a DPS perspective, is that it's pairs of spots. I don't think about it in terms of forwards. I just think about it, oh, I'm doing the forward pair. So this is what I call the back pair. And then if you move up, this is what I call the forward pair. And so I'm like, oh, am I doing the forward pair or the back pair? For supports, it's back pair first and then forward. But however you want to think about it, right? Like, that's just how I process the information. I'm gonna put this out. So this and this are back pair, and then if you take one step forward, that's the forward pair. So Extra said back and then immediately didn't hit yes on the ready check. Fucked up. Where did Extra go? What the fuck? Alright, everyone knows what to do. You gotta admit, the calfskin hat kind of gives the janitor vibe now. Alright. He's here. Let's get pulling.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
His great wings Oh,
Back
wickedly
up.
divine!
Red spots. In. Front half. Supports will be. Out. Supports are far. Narrowing. Begin first. Range DPS will be in front of their markers. Out. In. Out.
Oh my! The challenger went down hard.
I think you're good, actually. Some people.
They're still in it! But for how long?
Alright, be on a cardinal. Doesn't matter which one, just
There
be
is
on a
no
cardinal.
limit to Electro's potential.
Pay attention to the corners. Remember, you're going to one of the ones that only gets hit once. Wait for the cleave to tell you.
He's gathering Eva. But to what end?
Alpha or Charlie, wait for the cleave. This is spread on Charlie. Spread on Charlie. Rip.
And they're down! Is it over?
Oh, that's unfortunate for you. Fuck you, Extra. You take that second hit.
Oh dear, the challenger has fallen out of the ring.
It's a 3 square, so the corners are always not safe. Post a diagram.
How's this?
As Victor conveniently had everything cached. I still can't believe that fucking worked. This would be the raid plan we're going with. Starting at slide 5 is the 4 sets of shorts and longs.
The curtain call type looking thing.
Yeah.
Short and long debuffs and
Yeah, what Extra posted is correct. You can only look at the EE one. Don't worry about the EE2 stuff yet. Just worry about the EE one, which is basically that's a boss relative spread. Is there something you would want to change about these spread spots? Okay. Yeah, so I will say a corner, and then basically that corner you go to, so if I say delta, for example, this square I'm standing on is not allowed. And then you would be looking at the middle of the arena, and you would say, if it's spread, you're going right, so you would tuck yourself into this corner. If it was partners, you would just gather up with Extra like here. The partner hits are pretty wide. So you would be like here. If I say Charlie, for example, you would be all the way over here. I might pull boss, but you would be like all the way over here. Yeah. Oh. Goodbye.
This is nothing personal, but I
I'll
must
raise.
have your soul.
Oh, never mind. Wallet.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
So looking at the boss, you are right. And then you are away from the danger corner. Yeah, a little bit. Alright. Go again.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
His great wings are wickedly divine.
In. Back half. DPS will bait. DPS are far. Everybody in the middle. Narrowing. Oh, yeah, that was too close.
And they're down. Is it over already?
Oh, well. I don't know. There. Maybe I took the Witchers by accident somehow. I definitely was too close. Keep on.
Say, are you accidentally getting ins and outs?
I think he took. Yeah.
Ah. Alright. Here we go.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring.
Stupid fingers, stupid head, stupid brain.
And here we are 6 years later.
Still paying.
Oh my god. Jesus. Be careful. Oh, sure.
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
His great wings are wickedly divine.
This is always the opposite of the second one.
I think it is.
I didn't see anything to tell me whether or not it was. In. Back half. It supports so far. Supports will baits. Far. Supports are far. Oh. On the healing.
Is it over already?
Widening. Colors.
Yeah, this will be far baits first. You guys are going to be on the outside. You want to go to the corner? There you go.
They're back on their feet. What great?
In. Out. In.
Oh my! The challenger went down hard.
Wallet.
I hate having a 1 minute in that.
Yeah, it sucks ass, doesn't it?
Agonizing.
It is. I have
Yo.
4 buttons to charge at the boss.
There's a tank that has full range during 1 minute.
Paladin.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. Nobody wants to play that trash class.
Okay, let's try it again.
She's gonna bully me.
Personal, but I must have your
So nothing's changed.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring.
There. Punch. Oh.
If one needs wings,
Mine?
one needs
Auto.
simply make
It
them.
was never there from the start.
His great wings are
Front half.
wickedly divine.
If my science says correct, this will be back half. Outs.
No. Front
No,
half.
okay, so it is random.
you lied
Okay,
to
front
me.
half. Supports will be, or DPS baiting.
DPS bait.
DPS far.
DPS out.
Far.
DPS out.
Oh my god. Narrowing.
Narrowing. So start in.
Outs. Good.
Oh, hey, everyone's up.
Probably.
I think almost everything is magical damage in this fight.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Noted. Okay. Got it. I will hollows that one.
To Electro's potential.
On a cardinal. Just be on a cardinal.
Yeah, let's see if we can at least get up to where the damage comes out.
I didn't make any sheets for this yet.
But to what end?
This is AC, I think.
They're back on their feet.
Bravo Delta.
Upgrade.
Bravo Delta? Okay. Bravo Delta, so we're gonna Bravo and spread. Okay, well. Stay away from Victor. This gets home. I didn't tell you guys to start this part, did I? Clock spots.
How's this?
Long timers add one. Oh, well. Good luck. Long timers add one. Long timers will go to the single square on the smiley face. Oh, he's right. Am I right or left?
Is it over already?
Am I not? Is it? I didn't say it. It might be. Oh, you're right. Yeah. No, you're right. I forgot about the part. Yeah, I ran to a corner. I was like, no, you're right on that one. That's my bad. Do you want to do DPS left? Supports right? It doesn't really matter to me. Either one works, right? So...
When we spread on that?
Yeah. Okay, we'll do DPS left, supports right.
I'm actually gonna hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're swapping DPS left?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So
so
for-
here's the general, but just, like, go ahead and swap the supports and DPS in that picture.
Yeah. Yeah, and then after the longs go off, the second hit will come out, and that was just... That's the EE2 stack spread, and then the second hit. Okay.
The diagram again.
Square is the new north, and DPS are left. Yeah. The timer does matter. So if you have a 40-second timer, 40-ish, I think it's 45. If you have a 40-second-ish timer, you're in that little square for the first mechanic. You're also adding one to your counter. So if you look at the diagram that Victor posted, there's a bunch of people with 3s and 2s. That is how many times you get hit by the lasers in your clock spot. If you have a long timer, you count how many times you get hit, and then you add 1 to that. That will tell you where to go when it's your turn to spread. But for the first smiley face mechanic thing, it looks like a smiley face to me, so that's why I call it that. For the first smiley face mechanic, you're always going to the single square where the longs are. So the pattern shows up on the floor. It's pretty obvious, I think. It stays for a while. So you just look for around the arena, where's the single square in the middle of the arena, and then you go stand on that. That's for long. And then there's a stacker spread for EE2. Squidward face is also a good one. Yeah. And then for EE2, you would go left looking at that square. And then if you have 2 or 3, that dictates if you're close to the square or far from it. Yeah. Lines on the floor. Something. All right. Let's go again.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Shorts go to one of the 2 spots, yep, depending on whether or not you got hit twice or got hit 3 times. You don't have to add 1 to your stacks there.
needs wings, one needs simply make them.
His great wings! Ha! A wicked
Back out.
divine!
Go to your spread spots. This is outs back half. DPS will be baiting. DPS are far.
Oh my! The
get-
character went down hard.
It's narrowing.
They're back on their feet! What grit?
In. Outs.
And they're done! Is it over already? They're still in it! But for how long?
There is no limit to Electro's
Cardinal.
potential.
Looking for the corners.
He's gathering ether, but to what end?
Bravo.
Alpha Bravo.
Yeah, Alpha Bravo. Jesus. Bravo. Spread.
Domingo.
I think. Spots. Long timers add 1 to your debuff. Yes, our left. This is partners. Roll partners, roll partners. Jesus. Sorry, I should have said that.
Badger, were you a large?
Did you have a longer?
Then you were a large.
Yeah, 3 times is a large burst.
3 times is a large burst.
So you're supposed to be in the corner, but you were there with extra, which means one of you counted wrong.
I might
Oh,
have.
I had 3 because I was long.
You had 3 long, right? So
Yeah.
if you had 3 long,
If you're
that means
long,
should
you
have-
shouldn't
I
be
started
doing the
long and
first
got
one.
hit 2, right?
Yeah, and so
if
that
you
means
start long, you're not doing the first explosion.
yeah. So you should have come with me to like here, or for example, or on
To the
one
north
of the,
spot.
Yeah,
No.
the new north spot.
Okay, so the first one that explodes is short with 2, short with 3.
So if you have long counter, don't worry about anything else. Like count your stuff, but the first time the explosion goes off, you just go to the north.
Okay,
Yeah.
I definitely had a short debuff timer.
Yeah, so
Same.
you had to be in the corner, not me. Yeah.
Yes, you
Okay,
did
so
have a
you-
short debuff timer, but you took 3 hits, and what it does, every time you take a hit, it does another square worth of radius. So that's what killed me, was I got clipped by yours. Extra shouldn't have been in your corner. You should have been in the corner, and Extra should have been in the long spot.
Yeah, I was okay.
Is that right for E2? Hold on. Sorry, not the thing you're talking about, Victor. The stacks and spreads.
Yeah, I started going to the wrong spot. And then I
Short
tried to
too,
go to the right
long
spot,
too.
and then it was
Okay,
next
I
to
see.
it.
I don't like how, so the picture that Extra posted, I don't like how it defines the EE2 stacks. The easier way to think about it is, do I have 3 or do I have 2? The 3s are north and the 2s are south for the supports, and then the 2s are under the boss, and the 3s are far from the boss. That's how like I would think about it.
That's an awful identifier there.
Yeah, it's right, which is unfortunate, but
it's the worst part. It's technically correct.
It's an extra strat. What'd you expect?
Yeah.
For spreads, we do just clock positions, right? Oh no, for E2.
For E2, no.
Like, you want to be always north, or we change?
Yeah. So
relative boss relative.
Let me think. Yeah, because I'm
relative boss relative. Yeah.
I think boss relative makes more sense, but let me post this. You're talking about
E2 spread on the image.
This diagram, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, because in this diagram we probably should swap.
What's the one?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. The 1s and 2s don't matter here in this context. They matter for the partners. The 1s and 2s, the spreads don't matter. The melees, I think it's easy, right? You just take your clock positions and then you compress them. Right, so if this is left cleave, do we want to do compressed or do we want to do mirrored? I don't think it matters either way. You just pick one.
What do you mean compressed?
So compressed is, this is left cleave, so Minku is moving from west under the boss. If it was right cleave, then Senya would go from right under the boss and Minku would stay out.
Oh.
Sense? Yeah. So,
yeah,
okay.
I agree with Minku. Compressed makes the most sense.
Okay, so we'll do compressed for the melees. That means the healer 2 and the R1 swap, right? Because in our current positions, we have the 2 range DPS north and the 2 healers south. Because the spreads don't matter where they are. It's just don't be touching somebody else. So in a compressed fashion, that means Kryn would be where R2 is, Ika would be where H2 is, I would be where R1 is, and Extra would be where H1 is. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. So
on the other side.
On the other side, it'd be easier if I fucking drew a diagram, wouldn't it?
Like, I need a picture. You're saying it, and it's going
Yeah.
in one ear and out the other.
Yeah. Let me draw it.
The upside for you, Badger, is it doesn't fucking
I
matter.
know, I'm looking at the diagram like, I stay south. Oh no, it just dodged the AoE.
Yeah, like, you literally have nothing to consider.
Yeah.
I
So
deleted
like,
the wrong thing.
doesn't matter for me, but
Make sure you move.
Okay, so that's that, and then if it's inverted, that means M1 is here, M2 is here, MT is here, OT is here. I guess while I'm doing this, I have diagrams accessible to me. Okay, so this means this would actually be Ren, this would actually be Ika. Yeah, not super the biggest fan, but at least now I can just swap you guys to your jobs, and that'll be easier than just me saying M1, M2, because I'll be honest, I've never thought about it like that. Here, then if I duplicate this line and move this over, Smoker's here, Sonya's here, Victor's here, Victor's here, here, and here. So let's delete this diagram so it's less confusing. This is one. Come on, upload. There we go. And this is 2. This is for compression. This is how it would look in compression, at least. The range can technically just mirror themselves, like, because we will never touch the melees. So if range would prefer mirrored, that's fine. and the melees prefer compression. That's also fine. But it's up to you guys. I can do either.
I would, as someone who doesn't have to deal with it, I would say that at least mirroring the range DPS makes sense because Dancer can do whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like in a mirrored sense, what we would do is we would have Kryn closest to the wall, right, the outer edges, and then Eco would always occupy either the square
The
or
central
square.
area.
Yeah, and then I guess that would mean. Actually, do you want out or in? Doesn't matter. Do you? So, oh shit, fuck.
Extra, do you want to mirror or do you want to compress?
Are we talking about?
We're talking about these sideways left and rights.
Yeah. So the two pictures I posted are for compression. For mirroring, let me do that real quick. For mirroring, it would be so the first diagram is always the same. The second diagram would be. Sorry, the first diagram is not the same. I lied about that.
I'd rather do like not mirror, but boss relative.
Mirrored but boss relative.
Where are we putting the two DPS, two range together and two healers together, just for
Because we start so you start in your
Consistency
boss
for the rest of
relative.
the lineups.
Yeah.
Like that's
So
how
this
the
is
rest of the lineups are.
Yeah, this is like boss relative clock spots, right, with compression. Does that make sense? Like that's why the two range DPS are north. In a mirrored one, it would be. So let me put this. Compression. So there's basically two options. I'm still dead. Well.
So you're doing this, so you and me are always south of the boss, right?
So we're always south of the boss no matter what. So no matter which version we do, we're always south of the boss.
Yeah, so we can be in between the two. Okay, but if it's partners, one of us will have to be north.
No. Is that the case?
Sometimes.
Well, if it's partners, then this kind of goes out the window anyways, right?
Yeah, but then what's the point of pre-positioning like south, you and me?
Consistent. So what would the alternative be if we aren't south? I guess this is my question.
So wait, partners is based on your numbers, right?
Yeah, it's based on your
Then it doesn't matter. Like partners doesn't matter then.
Yeah.
Like
Extra's point is if in partners it doesn't matter, why are we doing it for spread? My logic is that this makes it consistent so you're boss relative, right? So the healers are always south boss relative anyways.
it matters for spread so we don't YOLO, so that everyone
Yeah.
knows that there's a space to go to.
Yeah.
We already had that.
YOLOing kills runs.
Yeah.
Oh no, we already had like spread positions, right?
No, we
Not for one side of the stage.
didn't. Yeah. We had spread positions for EE1, which is one corner. This is spread positions for EE2.
Oh, like Hector's EE2 spread.
Right. So that spread is random in the sense of it doesn't really it doesn't matter where the ranged are. Right? So the ordering, what we're trying to decide on is what order the range can be in. The melees, it matters. Yeah.
For me, I just had the idea like you start in the middle, you look what the safe side is, and then the boss becomes north. So I just go Like if the boss is in the middle and left side is safe, I just go to D, but a little bit.
Sure. Okay. But if the left side, what happens if you're going to the right side is safe? Where you go in your mind?
Back to the right. Back
Yeah.
and right.
So are
Always
you
go
going
No. So
towards
are
the
you going
trolley, or are you going
Yeah.
towards the south? Are you rotating or are you mirroring?
So,
I'm using the boss relative always to my clock spot.
No, someone raise me real quick so I can express why I'm like I need to explain this. Okay. So, in the Hector diagram, right? So I'm gonna say what I think that what you're interpreting the Hector diagram is if it's left safe, you're standing in this corner, right? That's what you're interpreting. Yeah. And then if it's right safe, where are you standing?
I go to B.
Why are you going to Bravo?
Because I'm looking at the boss going back right. Like my clock spot.
Okay, so that's what you mean. So what we're doing instead is, instead of, the boss doesn't turn, right? So, but what Extra is saying is that he's looking at the middle of the arena, right? So he's standing here, and he's looking in the middle of the arena. And so on either side, right, it alternates between Bravo and Delta. So that's not boss relative, right? Boss relative is where the boss is looking. What you're talking about is kind of like middle relative, right? This is the same
I treat the boss as north. I treat the boss as north.
Sure. So what I'm saying is that in the configurations we have, if it's left safe, I would stand like here, right? And then so for you would stand like here. And if it's right safe, you're going to the other corner. That's the mirrored version. If it was compression, you would start either here, if it was left safe, and then you would squish over here to if it's right safe, right? The point is that for Ika, she likes being furthest north every time. So it makes sense for her to be like, oh, I'm either this square or this square for spread. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay.
So we're doing true north, but the options are, do we do a mirrored version or do we squish people? The melees are doing squish. That's fine.
I mean, I need to adjust to both, so you choose.
Let's say just have him be the furthest south and stand on one side of the line or the other.
Okay. Then you'll either be in this square or this square every single time.
You're gonna be able to process faster meal.
Yeah, that's fine. So if it's spread during EE2, you're standing here or you're standing here. There's no other questions then. Sound good? That means we're doing it mirrored. So Ika, you'll stand on these two squares. And then Kryn, you'll be like out here but reflected. And then you'll run across the arena if it's the other half. And then I'll do the same with you. Stacks are, let me take a marker. So the stacks are, one of them's here. One of them's here. One of them's here. And one of them's... Actually, I guess I should just get rid of the A marker, huh? So these are the stacks. These are all max melee. So, with the exception of 4, these are all max melee on the boss. It's supports 3 are north. Supports 2 are south. DPS 2 are on 4. And then DPS 3 are max melee on 2. That's the only thing you need to remember. If you look at the picture, it's like 2 short, 1 long. Just remember, which one am I going to eventually resolve? Because it's long timers add 1, short timers don't do anything. This is for EE2 stack. So the boss will cleave half the arena, and then there will be orbs around her. They will indicate either spread or stack. And they indicate that by glowing on the boss.
We haven't seen it yet. It'll be right after the part that we just died to.
I think it chooses either stack or spread, right? It's not one and then the other. It just
no, it's either. Yeah. So it's with role partners, not. So the DPS with long are out here on 2. If you're assuming 4 is the hitbox, the DPS with short are on 4. So you're either directly under the boss or you're to the left or the right of the boss, depending what side is getting cleaved.
And this again, this is just like the witch hunt. there's only 2 spots you can go to, and you need to check your debuff, and you'll go to one of those. You don't have to care who your partner is. You don't have to know what they're doing. You just have to know, my count adds up to 3. I go to the 3 position. My count adds up to 2. I go to the 2 position.
What didn't
Wait,
you like?
no,
about
you don't
the-
want to do you don't do compression on this one. This is a number of hits, right. So yeah, not compression. You're right. So okay, so yeah, 3 hits max melee, 2 hits under the boss.
No,
That's it.
you have to know the hits.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what didn't you like about the image? Like the
The
3 short, 2
spread?
long. Yeah.
I don't like that it says 3 short, 2 long. The way I think about it is, if you have 2 long, that means you have 3 stacks. So you just go north every time. It's like, it's correct in the diagram.
Okay. Also,
I just
it
don't
should be
how
like
it-
3 and 2 plus 1. It's the same.
Yeah.
There's a
Okay.
simplified way of writing it, basically.
Yeah.
And I just didn't like how they presented it. It is the way we're doing it, but I just didn't like it.
Yeah, because
how
there's
it was-
always 4 3 and 4 2s. Yeah. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Okay. So we're in agreement on that. So melees, you guys will do compression if it's spread. Range will do mirrored if it's spread, and then I guess technically it's always mirrored if it's partners. It's just 3 out, 2 in, and then 3 north, 2 south. Okay.
And then after the spreader stack is the 3 long that have to go
Yeah.
out.
It's
The
the
longs
long-
will go out.
long ones.
So the
yeah.
3 longs will go out to the corner, and the 2 longs.
It's
will go
it's the same. It's the same cycle as the first one. or
Correct.
Changes. Okay.
EE2. No, so you are 1 or this. So mirrored on this side, you're either here or here if you are. If it's spread, if it's partners, you're either underneath the hitbox if you had 2, or you're max melee on the outside if you had 3. So, I guess there are 2, 3, 4, 5 potential.
Yeah, you can be any of the 4 spots. It all depends on your counter. No, well, it's one of 2 spots because DPS only go
Yeah.
under the boss and side of the boss.
Like so if you consider the mechanic in totality, right, there are multiple positions to be in, but for any version of the mechanic, there's only 2 spots you would be in. It's 2 and 3, not 1 and 3.
If you count the debuffs as either 1 or 0, that's it.
All right, I'm just gonna pull. 3, 2, 1.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
She's great wings! Ha! How wickedly divine!
Right positions. In. Back half. Supports are baiting. Far. Supports are far.
Oh my! The challenger went down hard.
Narrowing in first.
They're still in it! But for how long?
That goes through Emo.
They're back on their feet! What crit?
Okay, hold it. How did you die, Extra? Did you fucking run off?
Nah, I got clip. I'm
Oh, okay.
for Macrocosmos, if I give them the initial debuff, I don't have to be in range for the activation, right? It will activate on its own after
Yeah,
it
passively.
expires.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll use Macro for the solos.
Oh,
and the
okay.
beats.
Sure. Alright, let's go again.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
You also don't need to top your bill off between hits. The debuff that goes off does like maybe 2 or 3k damage. So you
If
can
one
wait till
needs
it gets to the
wings,
middle after
one
everything's
needs
sold.
simply make them.
Yeah, but I don't know if
She's great,
it's a bit far out, but sometimes I don't reach green.
So don't use macro there, then I can handle it.
No, I'll use it before. It's fine. I'll use it here for.
Out. Back half. Supports are baiting. Far. Supports are far.
And then pops right here.
Narrowing in first. We don't even need to worry about it. We just need to know that we're in first.
Out. In. Out. Okay, so I'll use Numa here then. Instead.
For this after?
I would have used Numa for this, but I used it early by accident.
There you go, connecting for this.
There is no limit to
Be on the
electric
Cardinal.
potential.
He's gathering ether, but to what end?
Charlie Delta. Partners.
Pairs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was Bravo Delta.
Oh my! The challenger went down hard.
Oh, you're right. Shit. Charlie got hit first, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop letting you gaslight me.
Yeah, move him.
Go
This is
again.
nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
She's great wings! Ha! How wickedly divine!
Red positions. Out. Back half. Sports are baiting.
The challenger went
Sports are
down
close.
Range. DPS go out. DPS go out.
Yeah, no raises.
dear, the Challenger has fallen out of the ring.
Let's go again.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
She's great wings! Ha! A wickedly
Back
divine! Oh my! The Challenger went down hard.
It was out, back, front half. Out, front half. Out, front half.
Oh, good God.
They're back on their feet.
Okay. Support's rotating. Support's
Out. Support's out.
Do you macro this?
Widening. We're starting outside.
And they're down.
Everybody.
Is it over already?
That one's too easy. Wait, no.
They're still in it. But for how long?
Oh,
Alright, well, I'll leave this. I got my own. I'm supposed to only take one of the first two. I was trying to figure out how I died there. I think I took a third one.
All right,
Or
here
the
we go.
third or fourth one. Yeah. I'll
This is
just watch
nothing
it.
personal, but I
Remember where you're
must
supposed to
have
stand
your
during that.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring.
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
She's great wings. Ha! A wickedly
Back
divine.
half. Red spots. Outs. Front half. Supports
Supports
are
are taking this.
Supports
Supports
close.
in. Widening. We are starting on the outside. Go to your. Yep.
And they're down. Is it over already? They're
Close,
still in it.
careful.
But for how long?
I'll move this hit.
Cardinals.
There is no limit to Electro's potential.
He's gathering ether. But to what end?
Bravo Delta.
Bravo Delta. Database.
Bravo. Spread.
Okay.
when you say Alpha Delta, are you in the safe spot or the danger spot?
Bravo Delta were the safe spots.
They're back on their feet. What grid?
Alpha Delta cannot be safe spots.
Alpha Delta can be
Said-
safe spots. They can be
It
HSC.
can. It will.
It can be any configuration.
Yes, can be any configuration.
So
Sure.
for that, it will not be Alpha Delta. It'll be split left and right because she does not do a north-south.
Oh, that, yeah, okay.
But we also said Bravo Delta.
For widening, she starts here, and then for narrowing, for widening, she starts
For widening, you
Here.
always range should be starting here.
here, yeah. I mean, she started out here, but she moved in, I think. Unless she took one of the ones that Badger was supposed to take, and that's how he died, but took one of the other ones. Okay. Yeah, so just remember range are here and here. And healers are here and here. Yeah. Let's try it again. I mean, none of the range have died, so it feels like we're doing it right. But
There's definitely some awkward ones where people are catching them early.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
What happened?
One needs wings, one needs simply
Let me go.
My shield didn't reproc on her after
His
it.
great wings! Ha!
Back half.
Wickedly divine!
Out.
Out, back half.
DPS are taking it.
DPS,
DPS out.
So far.
Widening, starting on the outside.
Takes so long.
Out. In.
Oh my! The challenger went down hard!
No way, babe.
They're still in it! But for how long?
There is no limit to electric potential.
Cardinals. The Cardinals.
He's gathering ether, but to what end?
Bravo Delta.
Bravo, Delta. Bravo.
Red
spread.
Bravo.
Cluster.
Oh. Got out.
Block spots.
Yeah, there's a Vuln stack on me, so
Yeah.
Remember, as long as you add one to your count.
nope.
And they're done! Is it over already?
This is partner spread, or sorry, side spread.
Side spread.
No sweat. The shorts would come here, where I'm standing right now.
I get killed.
Yep.
Bodies explode.
Alright. Keep doing it. Remember, DPS are left. If you got hit twice, and you're a short, you're closer to the boss. If you got hit 3 times and you're a short, you're in the corner.
Shorts are defined as 20 seconds and less. Longs are start at 40. I haven't gotten a long yet, so I don't know.
Sure. So you're standing on your clock spot, Ika, to start with. So you would be at Bravo, basically. You debuffs take
Yes.
run. Yes. So as soon as you see the pattern on the floor, you run to your safe spot. So if it makes it easier for you, as soon as all of the cleaves have gone out, you can go into the middle of the arena, so you're equidistant from every spot. But whatever works best for you.
So you were a long Ika, so you should have gone north for the first one. No.
Yeah.
There are 2 of those smiley faces. Longs deal with the second one.
Yeah, so the picture Badger posted is the very first one, which is everybody with long. I don't know why they put a 3 there, to be honest. That's not correct.
Yeah.
That 3 honestly puts more confusion than anything. But in the picture that Badger just posted, the only people who should not be in that small square are the shorts. Everybody else is in that tiny square at the north. Yeah, so right, so okay, I guess Badger deleted it. I'll repost it in a second. Yeah, so that's version 1. So that's the first instance it occurs. The second instance is you replace the word long with short, and then all the longs are on the other outside. So I guess a more accurate version. Do you have the raid plan for this one, Badger?
I created it from one of them, but no.
Okay. Let's see if I can find which one did you create it from.
From what is it? EE1? Or is that what we're talking about?
I don't think it's.
I was like, can you just hand him the edit link?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes, the second squid face can rotate. So
And for the second one,
this
when the longs
does
are
not
zero,
have
just
one
keep
you
it.
just linked doesn't have it. It's EE2.
Oh, I didn't save it. That's why.
That's fine. I can. So
Try now.
okay. Slide 10. Yeah.
Yeah, 10 and 11.
Oh.
Yes. Correct. The reason why there's 2 symbols is because that's a designation of who would go there. It should just be like a D and an S.
I should say. Sorry.
Oh,
I
yeah,
need
you
to
did
make it
base
very
it.
clear. Well, let me make it very clear.
Close this so I don't overwrite. Yep. Did you save?
No, I didn't. Can you not change the font color after the? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's fucking terrible. Yes. And this is all you're using the forehead of the smiley face relative Right, using that small square relative wherever it spawns.
All right.
Let's go again. It's just on the lockout.
Three, two, one.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
I don't know. I'm having fun. The ice cream was good.
If one
so
needs
cold.
wings,
Where would you eat ice
one
cream?
needs simply make them.
And people have had enough questions that I had enough time to eat it.
Tis crazy! Ha! A wickedly divine!
Right positions. Outs. Back half.
Might have macro too here.
DPS are baiting.
Bar.
Out. DPS out. Widening. We're starting outside.
My start is always too early.
Bend. Outs. In. I'll
And they're
get.
down! Is it over already? They're back on their feet! What great!
Erase.
There
I
is
would.
no limit to Electro's
Cardinals.
potential.
Just went to
He's gathering Eva, but to what end?
Alpha Charlie.
Charlie Alpha.
Alpha
Alpha.
spread.
Yeah, I was worried about that one.
Oh my! The challenger went down hard.
Forward.
Well,
I got.
They're still in it, but for how long?
Hotspots. Long is +1 to your counter.
Long to the.
Long stack.
oh my god.
Spread.
Shorts the forehead. There's your last short.
Take
That.
Back up. Oh, okay. It's this one.
Collect your opposite, yeah?
Many uses.
Yeah.
Watch and
Wait for the side to figure out first. This is not like normal. You can only take like 2. Going Alpha Charlie. Or sorry. Alpha Delta. You raise.
I think, but it's not much.
I'll erase you.
Opposite colors. Tanks are in front. Opposite colors. Tanks are in front. Do wild charge.
Oh!
I didn't ask you guys to study that part, so it's fine. Just keep running lockout.
110k.
Alright, here
Don't,
we go.
uh,
3,
actually,
2,
don't macro.
1.
This is
So don't macrocosmos the electrifying witch hunt.
Have your
Let me
soul.
handle it.
Okay, I want this.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
macro the widening or narrowing, probably because everyone's guaranteed to be in range of you, and it's
His great wings are wickedly
front
divine.
half. Spread positions. In front half. DPS will be baiting.
DPS in, DPS in, DPS in.
Good. Move in. I'll move here. Narrow.
Narrowing first.
Try to keep macro here.
Oh, it just. Ow.
Oh, you have star.
Yeah.
You want to macro that?
Oh, yeah, I can.
Okay, yeah, macro that one.
There is no limit to
Cardinals.
Electrode's potential.
Me too, though. No.
Cardinals, Cardinals.
Gathering ether, but to what end?
Bravo, Delta. Red, Delta.
I can bless a P if this did.
I have a star here.
Well, okay, so I won't use it as cool. Box box. Longs at 1 2.
How's this?
Longs in the
One over Badger.
Badger.
Okay, it's fine. It's spread. Delta's bad.
Oh my!
Wallet.
Challenger went down hard.
No,
For what?
just for the smiley face.
It's your
Wait,
debuff timer.
Yeah, debuff timer. Yeah, let's go again.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. But basically, you need to be moving as soon as the AoEs pop up on the ground.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
His great wings are wickedly divine!
Spread positions.
In.
Back half. DPS are baiting.
Oh my! The Challenger
Far.
went down hard.
I'll wait for
Is
Lungo.
far.
Okay.
Oh.
Fine. Widening.
They're still in it!
Out first.
How long?
Oops.
And they're done!
Oh, I
Yeah.
hate this so much.
I got Victor. Not one of the only ways. Okay, wallet.
They're back on their feet! What grid?
Go again.
3, 2, 1.
This is nothing personal,
No, we don't
but
have to.
I must
Well,
have your
I don't.
soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
Oh, you can't double.
No.
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
His great wings! Ha! Are wickedly
Back up.
divine!
Gonna spread. Out. Back out. DPS are baiting. DPS are far.
Widening, we're starting out.
Oh my!
Always.
You went down hard!
Get the other one. If you can.
I can harvest.
No, you just got it.
They're still in it! But for how long?
Good. Cardinals, beyond Cardinal.
To Electro's potential.
He's gathering ether, but to what end?
Alpha, Beta.
Yeah, Alpha Bravo.
Pairs.
Alpha. Okay, yeah, I should have lost speed here instead. Box spots. Remember, Long's had one to your counts.
How's this?
Pairs. Ah, fuck. I forgot this.
And they're done! Is it over already?
Oh, those bodies still explode, don't they?
Yes, they
Really won't hit me.
No!
Take this!
I'm gonna say, who's the other long support?
Oh, that was me. Wait, you were long support?
Sorry, not long support. The
Support,
3
no.
support.
Yeah, I was the 3 support. I stacked with Victor by accident. That's on me.
Okay.
I saw Badger in front of me. I was like, I guess he's going north. Should not have thought that.
I was like, hey, that shouldn't be what your thought is. It should be, I have this count, I need to go here.
Yeah.
Nobody can replace, like, you can't swap with people.
Yeah. Alright, let's go again.
Yes. Yeah, it's we haven't dealt with it much, but like that's what it is. Like there are very specific spots for everybody. There's not this like there's a lot to learn. Like there's a very specific spot that you go to each and every single time, just based on something. But it is a very, very specific spot.
I forgot that the
Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter that you were long, just that you were 3. So you had a specific spot that you were supposed to go to, a 3. But we're gonna go ahead and pull.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
His great wings! Ha! Are
Back half.
wickedly divine!
Spread position. In. Back half.
DPS or bait.
Close.
PSN.
Narrowing.
You're in first.
Outs. In. Outs.
And they're down! Is it over already?
Wallets. Spread again.
Oh dear, the challenger has fallen out of the ring!
Do you have enough time to do another pull? Probably.
We can at least do another witch hunt.
Alright. Instant pull then.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
Use any combination of DPS. Just as a
Yeah, it's just whether you had 3. Like, it doesn't. It's not a lot. Like, there is one long and one short for each pair. And it is, if your count added up to 3, so 2 plus long or a short with 3, they would both be in the 3 stack.
His great wings! Ha! Are wickedly divine!
in. Back half. DPS are baiting.
Yeah.
DPS are
Yes,
flying.
out.
Why didn't they?
Starting out. And forever.
In. Out. In. Sunday, still spend time cleaning up Witch Hunt and up through lasers. So study up through lasers, and then that'll be our goal for Sunday: is cleaning up Witch Hunt, doing E 1 and 2, and then
Yeah, please watch the videos like
let me just
we're
doing
doing
stuff.
focusing on Hector.
Probably
Yeah, Hector, because
part 2.
the Hector video has the Team DN version of Ion Cluster, which is the far easier version.
Yeah, but like please watch it.
So watch Hector up to 13
This fight really isn't crazy, but like trying to some of the stuff like trying to explain it over and over again is
Yeah.
there's a lot of good visual stuff in there. It is a lot of just stand here when you have this specific reason and it'll all solve itself.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'll start pinning.
There's not a lot of like calling compared to like some of the other stuff. I don't feel like it is a lot of everyone check your own specific debuff or do your own counting.
Yeah, for Witch Hunt, sometimes I've been being clipped by saying yes. That's why I'm dying a little bit there.
Okay.
Is Senya out of position or are you out of position?
I don't know, but I'll try to be